Hi, this is LJ McCullough, and this is my soul project. My highest priorities right now are number one, getting my degree. I would be one of the few in my family to get a degree, and I also feel like in order to be successful and where I want to be in my future, I feel like getting a degree would be the best way, and it would also make it a lot easier down the road figuring out jobs. And also I want to leave the state, and I feel like if I get my degree, a lot of job opportunities will help me like get out of state. Number two are my relationships, whether it's with God, my family, or my friends. I feel like no matter what, especially being away from home, with my family and friends, I can always better my relationship with them. I can find more ways and better ways to reach out because I feel like in order for me to get my degree, I'm gonna need those relationships. And two, my other relationship is with God. No matter what, you could always become closer with God and gain a better relationship because He is gonna be the key factor in me getting this degree. To keep these top priorities, number one, I'm going to need God. So I'm gonna have to keep Him, whether it's to get my degree or my relationships. I feel like to get my degree, I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing right now. I have a pretty good GPA, and I'm hoping that it increases after this semester to around like a 3.4 or 3.5. But I feel like in order to keep these priorities, I need to keep my head up and keep going. I know there's a lot of times where I am down and don't want to do a lot of things, but I feel like with prayer and with my friends and family, it'll be a lot easier to keep these priorities. This semester, relationships have impacted me a lot. My number one relationship with God has helped me because before coming to Kuiper, I was unclear of a lot of things, didn't know where I stood with religion, but since coming to Kuiper, I've had a lot of questions answered that I had, and I feel like it also helped me come closer to God and understand a lot more than what I did before. My second relationship with my family, no matter what I've done, they've always been supportive when I needed them, when I needed to talk, whether anything, if I needed money, they've always been supportive. They never asked questions. My third relationship, this one has impacted me the most, I would say, with my girlfriend. She's been there since last year. No matter what it is, she's made sure she was there. She lives in Grand Rapids, so a lot of times when I need to take my mind off of school or need a break or even just, need someone to talk to, just that she lives down the road, she'll come to me, I'll come to her. She's really impacted my school year, and she's really helped it a lot, actually, and I'm very grateful for her. I feel like this year I didn't really come into Kuiper looking for friends because of the simple fact that I knew I had my girlfriend, and I've made friends since being here, but my girlfriend is my best friend. Another relationship that impacted my semester, although I'm not with them, my best friends back at home, I don't get to see them much because of school, obviously. But when I do go home for break, or even when I'm just here, we're always keeping in touch, whether it's over the phone or on the game, just giving each other advice. And I'm very grateful for that because I feel like they have done a lot more than I expected or actually needed. Like, no matter what it is, or what time it is, I could call them and I know they're gonna pick up. And I feel like having that support, even though I don't get to see them as much as I would like to, or as much as I used to, I feel like it helps me and makes me, want to go and continue to be on this long journey of college. For the third question, I try to live out this verse about being kind, hardworking, and staying positive, even when life gets tough. I want people to see God through how I act, especially when things don't go my way. I feel like when things don't go my way, how I react and how I act definitely will show how I value God in my life. One thing I struggle with is complaining, especially with school and sports. So in the future, I plan to be more patient and trusting God a lot more than I have in this semester. For the fourth question, when how I imagine God imagines me is I think He imagines me as someone who's hardworking, not in the aspect of like physically, but like mentally. I feel like He's proud of where I've come from with my past religions, and since I've been here at Kuiper, I think He's really proud of how I, wasn't scared to take a leap into faith, basically. One area that I need to experience God's love consistently, I feel like, is for me, I tend to reminisce in the past, and I tend to want, like, when I have something I don't want it, but when I lose it I want it, and that often makes me get in my head and become very depressed. So I feel like that is one place where I need to experience God's love consistently. For the final question, before coming here to Kuiper and before gaining a better relationship with God, I was a very angry person. So I would walk around with like this kind of chip on my shoulder, and I was very rude. And I feel like since coming to Kuiper, I've learned to let a lot of things go. So I feel like my personality has changed a lot. Like I'm more approachable. But previously, like before coming here and building this relationship, I wasn't very approachable. I was a very angry person, and I'm not sure why, but I'm grateful that now I've changed for the better.